Welcome to the Matrix, guys. Today we have a new movie review for you guys. The movie is called Talk to Me. It's directed by Danny and Michael Filippo and it's distributed by A24. Can't wait to discuss this movie with you guys. See you guys in a bit.
So, Talk to Me, as you said, it was directed by Danny and Michael Filippo. They also happen to be YouTubers, man.
Yeah.
Raka Raka. You know, Wajid and I grew up watching those guys. We're huge fans.
Yeah, it's like when we were kids, like we'd go to the computer lab and we've watched like a lot of Ronald McDonald's videos, watched Halo versus Call of Duty,
Yeah.
Star Wars versus Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's great.
Marvel versus DC.
Oh, yes, with the Comic-Con tickets and stuff like that.
Tickets, yeah.
You know?
So this was very like nice surprise to me. Like when Mohammed told me it's made by Raka Raka, like that was like a nice surprise for me.
No, yeah. When I came to learn that they were directing a horror film, you know, for me it didn't really come as a shock to me because I felt like one common theme that I found with their videos is, you know, even though they had like a comedic element to them, was how intense they were, and I felt like that level of intensity would definitely translate very well in a horror film.
No, definitely. Like if you watched any of their videos before, right? There's like a lot of gore. They do a lot of their own stunts. I know that. And so yeah, that's like you can expect it, but honestly, I was expecting a more like action R-rated movie from them, like a Deadpool level. But this was actually a really nice surprise for me, like them directing a horror movie.
Yeah, no, and like it's really cool to see that these guys have come so far. You know, like they started like with their YouTube videos, and now they're directing something that's like distributed by A24. I think that's very cool. So guys, Talk to Me is about a bunch of teenagers, you know, in an old teenage fashion. We were teenagers, you know, we were like we did dumb stuff as well, you know. They mess around with this artifact embalmed hand type of thing where if you hold it and you say talk to me, spirits come up, you know, and like dead bodies or whatever it is show up in front of you, and you basically have like 90 seconds with it to mess around, and it's like anything beyond that and bad things happen.
Yeah, it could be very fatal,
you know?
which does happen, which is like,
you know, it's like spoiler alert, but that's definitely, you know, something happens within that. Someone may or may not go over that limit, you know, and you know, I think with horror films in general, I think there's like this over reliance on jump scares, you know, and like it gets to a point where it's so oversaturated that when, and this is I think my issue with horror films is like when I see them, sometimes I'm just like, it's just a jump scare that's just gonna show up, and it's like it's not really,
like you know, like
it's coming, and so it doesn't hit as hard. But I feel like the use of jump scares in this one is very effective. This has like very effective horror, and there's very effective horror.
I feel like the way they do it, like the way they make this movie scary for you, is more than jump scares. It's like through the actors, like the way they act and like their facial expressions, plus the makeup done in the movie. That's what sells this movie as a really good horror movie. Not the jump scares or anything. It's the actors themselves.
Yeah, Sophie Wilde as Mia, I think is she's an up and coming actress, and I think she's like she has a bright future.
No, she definitely does. You know, she should get all the praises like for the acting part of this movie, like in my opinion.
Yeah, no, and it's just as you said, like the makeup I think is just very good, man. Some of these dead bodies look very
also
real.
There's like one guy in this movie, like the wheelchair guy,
some of this movies, it's just this movie's very intense, and it sticks with you, you know. And it's like during the theater, we were alone in the theater. It was just you and me, and it was this dark theater. And I remember looking to my right, and it was just pitch black, and I was terrified. There's one scene, we're not gonna spoil it, but if you guys have seen the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about, where it's like pitch black, and then just
it's like in her bedroom, like
it's like you know, it's like a specific scene in a bedroom that takes place, and I was just thinking of that, and I was terrified. There was a moment I think where we held hands, you know, it was that scary, you know, it was it's some very effective horror, you know. It's like I really enjoy horror films that like they're not jump scares, but the ones that make you feel uncomfortable. Like it's a very
that crawl under your skin.
Yeah, like you feel very creeped out. I was very freaked out watching this one. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna drive home, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Good luck to you.
You know, but yeah, there's like some very effective use of horror in this one. You know, and one thing that we talked about was how most horror movies take place at night, but
daytime.
this one carries over into
And
the
the
daytime, and
daytime.
like, you know, you don't really see a lot of that, you know, much. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
and
yeah.
like when I was a kid, I used to watch horror movies,
Mm.
right? I'd be like, if I was scared, usually like 99% I was scared, and so when it was like bedtime and all, I just wait for the sun to come up
Yeah,
and
because
like
when the sun's up, you're safe.
yeah, you're
You
safe.
know.
But like with this one, it's like, especially like the last 30 minutes,
Mhm.
like how what they do with the
That was a level of
yeah,
intensity I'd
yeah,
never seen
yeah.
before,
It's
man. That
a
was just.
props to the makeup like department and all. It's
Mm.
just because that shit's scary, man.
Yeah, yeah, that's terrifying,
That's
man. Yeah.
terrifying, and that was like we said, crawling
Just
under
crawls under your skin, man, you
crawling
know,
under
and
the
like
skin.
some very effective use of horror in this one, you know, and I also really appreciated the sound design, man.
The sound
You
design.
know, there was a moment where like you see there was a scene I think where we heard a sound and I felt like it was in the theater, like something was
I
there.
thought it was like right there,
You
like
know?
right behind
But
me.
it was actually in the movie and it really messed with me, man. I was not okay watching that movie. You know, some very effective sound design, very effective use of music as well.
Yes.
You know, when the teens, there's a montage of the teens partying and they're using the hand and they're just playing around. And the use of the music, there's one scene where the guy goes like
And the
this.
cut.
It just cuts so
Yeah.
well. It just, I really, really like that, you know. And but yeah, man, I really enjoyed it, man. What would you rate it if you were to give it a rating on Letterboxd?
4 out of 5.
Definitely, man. I would definitely give it a
That's a
4 out
solid
of
4
5.
out of
Yeah.
5 movie. You know, it's like one of the best horror movies in a very long time that I've seen. You know, because the last one did not end that good for me.
What was the last one?
It was The Nun. Like that was in 2018. I think so. After that, I just did not watch any horror movies. So like it did not end well for me because that was a disappointing movie. Like
Yeah.
but,
No, yeah, I would give it 4 stars as well. I think this was my favorite horror film since Hereditary. I think that this is a very, very effective use of horror, you know, and it's really amazing to see that it's like, you know, YouTubers coming over to the world of film, you know, and like they're making something this, like in this caliber, you know, and it's like usually when someone's, you know, in their directorial debut, and, like,
you
see
could
them,
see like how it's their first time.
you
but
could
like
tell, right? But like with this one, it just doesn't feel like it's their first. It feels like they've done like 50 before, and like
very
this is.
carefully. I think they've done like the shots matter, right?
Mm.
Like the camera angle that you've used in a movie that matters a lot because people talk about the cinematography and everything. So what they've used here, it's like it's very good.
Yeah.
It's not like Oscar winning type of cinematography. It's not what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's just that right. It was
Yeah.
the right.
It was
shot.
just perfect for
Yeah,
that
it
movie,
was
you know, and I
yeah.
think that that was very,
Yeah.
very effective horror. Again, guys, you know, beautiful sound design. The makeup is just phenomenal, you know. So yeah, props to Danny and Michael Philippou. You know, I'd love to see what more you guys have in store
Yeah.
for us, you know, and hopefully one day we end up making a film.
Hopefully one day.
Or you know,
One
it's
day.
very inspirational to see YouTubers kind of, you know, translating themselves into that stage, you know, and it's very inspirational, you know. So, but yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed the movie, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think of the movie. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys not like it? You know, we love engaging with you guys. We love discourse. So please let us know. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. You know, there's a subscribe button. If you guys click on that, it would make it.
It make our day.
Make our day. Good feelings in our heart, you know? Good feelings in our heart, you know? And there's a notification bell, guys. If you guys click on that, you guys can get notified for whenever we make uploads like this. Would you have anything you want to add, man?
Guys, we are like on a bunch of social media platforms. So we're on X, which was formerly known as Twitter. We're on Threads, we're on TikTok, and we are on Letterboxd. So follow us over there. Muhammad, why should they follow us on Letterboxd? Like
they should follow us because if they follow us, we will definitely follow them back. You know, we love movies, you know, and so we want to be a part of this community. We want to build a community where we share our favorite movies with each other, where we recommend movies to each other, stuff like that, you know. So we want to see what you guys have on your top 4. We want to share our top 4 with you guys. We want to talk movies with everyone. So if you guys follow us on Letterboxd, we'll definitely follow you guys back, man.
Yeah, and guys, we'll see you next time right here in the Matrix.